So we've just taken out Draco and his two compatriots. Nolan is commanding Ogosh, unless someone else wants the job.
No. I mean, yeah, sure.
I run into the room of 100 guys and tell them they all suck.
Go back to the barracks. Ogosh goes back to the barracks. He says he has work to do. I don't know.
All right. So where are we headed to next?
Surely there's nothing behind any of these doors that Draco is around. Nope. So let's just go back through.
You mean the door I had to create?
Which, by the way, looks better than the regular ones.
It does, doesn't it?
It really does. We decide there's nothing here, and we go get jobs.
And the dwarven army to loot the city?
Yep. Then I'll finally get this stuff.
We know where all the treasure is.
You could preemptively loot it. I listen. That succeeds. That does. That does.
You hear animal-like noises coming from this room, growling and barking and...
The left one?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, no, you don't hear anything.
Okay, I succeeded at this one, failed at the one next to it, and succeeded at the one up here.
Okay, the one in the top right is where you hear the barking and whatnot.
Oh, I hear barking. Oh, gosh.
And growling and... There's no, token for what I want. Well then, is there just generic human token? I mean, really.
So we tied up these other two guys, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. And took all their stuff.
Right.
And just, threw it in the trash because it wasn't good.
I don't know what exactly that is, but I'm going to use it.
Threw it in the bag.
Oh, whoops. No, don't... Ignore that.
All right.
Ignore me.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
This is a huge bed.
Speaking of behind the curtain, I can't help but notice on your videos that there is no door to room 104 either.
To be fair, you didn't find it. There's a hidden door behind a curtain.
I figured. I just thought it was funny there wasn't one marked on the map.
No, it's not. The numbers just kind of overlap it. But you're not really missing anything you could take, so... Alright, so you're going to open the top right door?
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
This large room is messy and dirty. The door to the bathing room stands open. What door to the bathing? Oh, that must be must be the northern room. But the tub looks as if it's not been used for some time. A bare writing table is against the wall, and an overturned chair is next to it. The bed is against the south wall. A bedraggled figure is visible in the huge bed. He's not confined in any way, but will pull the blankets up around his chin and watch the groups approach with wide and staring eyes, which is not how you should put that in the box where you're reading it to the players.
Uh-huh.
As the characters near the bed, he will begin to growl and bark like a dog. Also, how big is this bed? 10 foot a square. This bed is 15 feet long. Is he a giant duke?
No. If I was a duke, I'd want a giant bed.
So, anyway.
For stretching.
There's the duke. He begins to growl and bark like a dog at you.
Who's got the powder?
I don't remember who has the powder.
I feel like I do.
I think you do.
But I never wrote it down. So I'll assume Devin has it.
You guys forgot the powder.
I don't have the powder.
Oh, okay. Well, then we leave and go join the Dwarven Army.
This makes for an exciting episode.
He's crazy. Let's just go.
So what do we see through the door to the bathing room? since it's apparently
Oh.
opened.
Bobkiss, just a dirty tub.
Okay.
Here, I'll open it for you.
Speaking of doors, that was a good job blacking out the door that shouldn't be there.
Thank
We
you.
announced to the masses that the Duke is no longer and that we have taken control.
If we killed him, we could take all his stuff. Just saying. I mean, I've already picked
He
the
does
lock.
have a lot of stuff.
All right, I dust him, I guess.
Perfect. So what do you do with the dust?
I didn't say I did anything with the dust. I was just getting dust off of him. He was dirty. No, I sprinkle it on his face.
Specifically, where?
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
Like on his
Let's
mouth?
see.
Are you trying to feed it to him?
Sure. I have 8 intelligence. I stick it in his eye.
Okay, you sprinkle dust in his eyes, which is exactly where you're supposed to put it. That makes me happy.
This is a terrible moment. Oh.
I thought that was going to take forever to figure out. And so, the second you throw it in his eyes, the Duke stops his barking and growling and sits up a little disoriented. He then his jaw gapes for a moment and he went, "Oh dear Lord, what have I done?"
Well, you got some dust in your eye. Oh, right, and lots of horrible, horrible things.
Yeah, right? Hold on, I gotta text someone real quick. Stupid.
Took all the beer.
Yeah, we demand the beer back.
So, as the Duke begins to come back to his senses, he looks up at all of you and says, "Pardon me, I seem to be disheveled. Do you mind stepping out for a few minutes while I clean myself up?"
Of course, of course.
Certainly.
And I vanish into the shadows.
You're gonna watch him change?
No. Outside.
All right. Well, that's no longer a good token for him. Hold on. Hello. There we go. Oh, no.
He's actually a powerful mage.
Kill him!
Lots of spell books.
Yeah. Spell books everywhere, but because we left, he took them all, and now they're gone. See, you should have watched him change.
There we go. Please, re-enter.
Okay.
So about 30 minutes later, he invites you back into the room and is now dressed back according to his rank. It's crazy because it almost looks like nothing ever happened to him. So he's going to look at Thadrin and go, "So tell me more about how you came here to save me."
Well, it's kind of a long story, but in the times that you've been making such, crazy proclamations to the populace, we managed to find the sorcerer behind, or what do you call him?
He was a cleric.
It's a cleric. All right. The cleric who was behind the insurgency was trying to essentially put Draco on in power to usurp you. And we have slain Draco and the cleric and have rescued you. Unfortunately, there is a large contingent of Dwarves marching on Runa, and they're to be here any day now, and they're not very happy at all. And I think they intend to be mean.
Well, the dwarves of Rockham and I have a long history. I'm sure if I bring them sufficient incentive to turn back, they will. I will have to ride tonight. For saving me, you have my eternal gratitude. and I will give each of you 2,000 gold from my treasury.
Yeah.
If you want Xanathon's head, for some reason our orc's been carrying it around and it's starting to smell.
I will take Xanathon's head, and also
Oh, thank you.
he pulls in the body of Draco and decapitates him. This will look wonderful. Where is he supposed to put it? This will look wonderful in front of the ducal barracks. So he impales both their heads on pikes and puts them in front of the ducal barracks. So I will return from pacifying the dwarves tomorrow. I want you to come to a banquet in your honor here in the palace. Will you join me?
Of course.
Tomorrow evening.
We would be
Certainly.
honored.
All right. So he goes and he pacifies the dwarves. You guys return. He's thrown you an elaborate banquet, which is filled with the finest food and wine, because there still isn't beer yet, because the beer that's in the fountain's not good to drink anymore. And that is going to conclude the Curse of Xanathon.
I tell him we found some beer at the temple. Still kegged up.
Okay, they go and acquire it, and that's also at the banquet.
Good.
Because banquets
So-
are always more fun with more beer.
Life's going to kind of return to normal in Runa, giving you guys the opportunity, if you wish, to either remain here for further adventures or to return to puzzles to see what we can find to go on from there.
Well, oh gosh, what do you, as our true neutral person, think we should do? Where can we right the balance?
He's never going to play with us again if he watches these. Be nice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Although Eldest Wolf did also say he doesn't act true neutral in the
Yeah.
comments.
He doesn't even act true neutral by new standards, where they
Thank-
fixed it so it's not retarded.
Thanks, E-Dubs. We liked your opinion. All right. So are you guys going to return to puzzles to conclude?
Sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
You guys are also now considered Knights of the Duke of Runa if you ever return. As part of the banquet, you guys are granted that knighthood. So any of your characters are now Sir such and such. And you guys have an uneventful return to
Puzzles.
puzzles, which is in the city of Orlane, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yep.
We really need to draw up puzzles, I think. So yeah, it takes us back here. So with that, that is the close of this adventure. So first, let's start talking treasure. When was the last
Oh, I
time?
detect magic on all that stuff from Draco and such.
Oh yeah, we'll go through it all. I'm guessing you're gonna pay for all
It's-
your identifies, right?
Yeah.
And it's basically from Xanathon on.
Okay, from when we killed him.
Yep.
Okay,
He had a mace.
he did. How much?
And
did
a wand.
How much did I charge you guys for identifies last time?
500.
Yeah.
Let's keep that. I think that's a good price for now.
Okay.
That's Deveril. Xanathon's mace was a mace +2.
It's +2.
We already know what the clerical scrolls were.
Yep.
Mhm. Already used some of them.
The only other thing was the wand.
Oh, we did get a second one. That's right.
Where was that?
No one.
Xanathon secret room with the scrolls.
Oh yeah, hold on. I thought we identified that already.
Or did you already just tell us that was the wand of...
That was the wand of...
No, that's different wand.
Xanathon's workshop had a wand of trap detection with 8 charges, so that's another 500 gold. From the guys you fought, the first group of fighters, I don't believe had anything magical, but Draco and his peeps did.
Good.
Draco had a medium shield +2,
Ooh, +2.
a longsword +1, plate mail +2, and then the lieutenant had another longsword +1.
Just out of curiosity, how amazing was that sword in the case?
Here, I'll find it for you. That sword is named Justifier. It is a longsword +3/+5 versus chaotic opponents.
Oh,
Or
so
evil,
you
I
have
suppose.
+5 against Ogash.
+5 against
What?
evil.
Oh,
Really.
okay.
Because this is chaotic in basic terms.
It's still awesome.
Yeah. There was also in there another plate mail +2, shield +2, and then there was another locked case.
In a room we didn't get to.
Yeah.
So it's the 4 items off of the Draco encounter and the 2 off of Xanathon, so that's 6 items to identify for 3K.
So 3,000 gold. Toto.
Yep.
You guys really didn't miss much. There's a couple things in Ducal Palace that you wouldn't have taken anyway.
Well, I think Adam probably would have, but
Well, those were. Well, I guess Adam has a good remove traps roll, but those are very deadly trapped with deadly stuff.
Still would have tried.
Devin, I'm going to give you an opportunity to learn some new spells, I think.
hooray!
You're going to work with Ramney to research. You can go ahead and get 2 new first level spells, 1 new second level, and 1 new third. Pick them and then roll to see if you succeed.
2 first, and then 1 of each of the second and
1
third.
second, 1 third.
I wonder what he's going to get for 3rd level.
I know, right?
Idea.
Let's think about this one for a minute. With my luck,
Clearly,
I'm going to fail the learning.
Fireball would be a bad choice. I mean, you have a wand. It's got like 4 or 5 charges left.
Yeah, you should take Lightning Bolt.
It has 5 charges left.
The Curse of Xanathon. Well, that
Completed.
was not as good as the one we played before that. Against the Cult of the Reptile God.
It wasn't terrible.
It wasn't terrible, no. Against the Cult of the Reptile God was a better adventure, though. Because it was supposed to have like role playing and stuff, and it really did. Where this one had a couple of small opportunities for it, but it was really more of a series of dungeon crawls that Eric of Forset just kind of threw at you. If you didn't, it's every single time. It's like, if the players don't figure this out in 3 or 4 turns, then Eric is going to chime in and go, "You should do this."
It's terrible.
Thanks, Eric. Appreciate it.
Which, I mean, being a basic edition adventure, that's not. I mean, it was designed for idiots, and children. So we do have a couple of end maps from this adventure. From the previous adventure that we could use if we wanted to diagram up puzzles. It's shaped the same as the end of the Slumbering Servant, pretty much. Except it doesn't have a winery.
No.
We can rectify that.
Oh, hold on. There's a bunch of this stuff is hidden and you can't even see it. Hold on.
Yep.
There you go.
Oh, there it is. Aha.